So after we defeat OVNI, remember, stay in the fate area until it's completely dead and gone. After we defeat him, your party leaders will pop the macro that will let you know which portals you need to take. But first, we're gonna grab a ferry together. And then we have to wait for some 6 minutes for red portals to appear.
That's fairy abuse.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Magic 3 is ready.
Okay. Let's ready check.
I can't really check because someone
Measure 2 is ready.
engaged in battle.
Oh, okay. So Magia 2 and 3 are ready.
Magia 1 is ready.
Okay. Okay, Logos 1 is ready. What about Logos 2 and 3?
We're ready now, Logos 3.
Okay.
One person in Logos 2 didn't say they are ready.
Okay, can you check in party chat? Maybe they didn't see the ready check.
I mean, they are writing in party chat and I'm asked. They are not responding.
Are they in the fate area?
Yeah, they are.
Okay then. I have one person on the way, but he's moving and said he's ready, so I would suggest pulling. I guess it will be Tom.
There he goes.
Remember to change your element.
Yep. This is the spell. It'll be either in or out, and it's out. Remember later, if you get a big blue purplish mark on you called Iron Shower, you need to move away from the party, but not from the fate.
He's dying rather quickly. That's nice.
Yep. Alright, this is the spell. It'll be either in or out. In this time, under his pointy tail. Okay, Iron Shower is on west.
Isn't that east?
I don't know, man. Stop. I don't know.
No,
I
it's
thought I
west.
finally learned them. Yeah, it is west. What are you doing this to
Oh,
me?
okay, never mind.
Right, why?
I'm just testing you, that's all.
Well, don't test me if I'm not sure. Alright, dispel. Good job. Iron Shower is on north this time, sort of. Remember to stay in the fate area, don't move away from it. Party leaders just check that everyone is in the fate. If you die as he's dying, just wait with raise a little bit, just in case. Sometimes you get bugged and don't get the buff if you're just raising up. In. He's almost dead, so stay around. Spell this, never mind that he's dying. Okay.
There we
Alright,
go.
stay for just a minute. Alright, it's done. So hopefully you all have your debuffs. I mean buffs. They are dark blue and they say 9 minutes for now. Now we can go to the fairies. There is one fairy really close here. There is also one fairy around here. So when you go close to it, just wait a little bit for more people to gather. We're gonna go in as a group, and you can pop your map macros. It is in maps and macros, if in case some leader doesn't have it yet. And this map is also in maps, maps and markers chat above the Magia voice chat.
My game just crashed.
Yeah,
Okay,
I see
hopefully you'll
you.
be back in time.
Do you lose the portal buff if your game crashed?
I don't think so, but I don't know really. If you do lose it, we're gonna have you back for the support, I guess.
I think it's okay.
Even though it would be, we would have to move someone to party lead probably, or to help out your group because you have one less member, as far as I remember.
Yeah, but I think it will be okay.
I think it will be. All right, so for support, we have Lentil, Siegward, Crazy, Myth, Kiwi, and Taishello. Azu was also supposed to go out, but we do need a. Well, Taishello is going to be a tank as well, so I guess he can take it. But if another
Yeah,
tank
sure.
wants to go, yeah, that's. We have one spot extra now, so it's a possibility to still go out unless Azu comes in the meantime for the support.
Yeah, I still have my portal buff.
Nice.
Okay, good. All right, so I guess here we can take it on A on my group. All right, so when the portals appear, if it's your first time, don't even bother touching the blue ones. You probably can't enter them, but just in case you somehow got your hands on the stabilizer, don't touch the blue portals because they will just make one random red portal disappear and it will create a little bit of chaos later. We're just waiting for 3 minutes after they appear to see the red portals, and then you can interact with them and go in. It will have a little bit of time inside to still sort out your logograms, so don't worry if you still haven't maybe sorted them all out. If you're in a high level area that's a bit dangerous, just stay somewhere safe until the red portals appear, and then you can pop sprint to actually get to your portal. It doesn't matter if you get targeted as long as you're not killed. And if you're on the sprite island, make sure to be especially careful not to touch any of the sprites because they will kill you immediately if you cast something or touch them. I believe it's still thunder, which is not really good, but you can still stay a bit further until the red portals appear. Let me just check. Once we enter inside, the first thing you want to do is pop your remembered, and then you can pop any other 2 actions that you want to pick up with you for the first part of the dungeon. And that gives you 2 more slots to actually craft more actions. You can only craft actions at the very beginning of BA, so you want to do that then. And when we're ready, we're going to together jump down. So before that, don't jump down yet. We will, for this run, it's important for me to tell you that even though we have 3 main tanks in Ozma and 3 off tanks in Ozma, for the majority of the run we have only 1 main tank, and for tonight's run, that's going to be Tom from Magia 1. So if you're a tank from any other group, you can have your tank stance off and offensive logograms, with the exception of Ren from Logos 3, who will main tank the first boss on our side. So you can have your stance up for that part, but after that you can drop it and be more offensive.
Red
All right,
portals are
so
up.
red portals are up. Make sure to go in. Okay. So remember, don't jump down yet. We have some time to sort out our logos. Everybody needs to get not refresh, but shell and protect here. Make sure to enter your portal. You only have a few minutes left to do so if you're still not inside. Okay, someone took. Do we have a sniper or do we have? Let me just see. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, let me see which. If you see any red portal that's left on the map, you can take it.
I mean,
Okay.
there should be one left with my groups.
Yeah,
but
definitely. We need to have at least one extra, but yeah. It's kind of sometimes hard to see. Some portals are really close, so maybe someone took one of mine by accident. But yeah, it doesn't matter as long as we don't have some snipers that are taking our spots.
Then gotta laugh when the 50% fails like 10 times in a row.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so if you don't have shell and protect, you can stand here on the bridge so that whoever is giving it out can see you better. And then when you get it, you can go sort out your logos. Once you're ready, if your group is any of the Magia groups, you want to stand next to the Magia Melder. If your group is one of the Logos groups, you want to stand next to the Logos Manipulator. For this first part of the dungeon, we will split up. We have 2 different bosses to deal with on opposite sides, so you want to go for the correct one to stay with your group. If you're not sure which groups you're in, ask in your party chat.
Someone out of my part asking just now if anyone brings spirit dart already.
I have some of those.
Okay. You can always pick up death if you don't know what else to bring. More spirit darts are not bad, also because there is a limit to debuffs. How many debuffs can each boss have? So sometimes if we have more people to apply a debuff, it's more chances that the debuff will actually stay on the boss. Sometimes it goes off and then we can't get it back up. I also okay. Never mind. I thought your reflector is still naked, but he actually isn't. It's okay. All right, I think we're all ready. So if you're in Logos groups now, please jump down in Logos voice chats. We're going to actually be in separate voice chats for this first boss. So if you want to get correct callouts, go to Logos voice chat now, and then we can jump down.
Nice death there. So if you're new to this, we let the tanks pull everything one by one and then we just kill it. Remember to not step too far and aggro anything, because if you get hit by them, they hurt quite a lot. For the next ones, you want to stay on the side of them because they have a cleave attack and a tail attack. So whenever you attack them, stay in side.
Don't stand behind these.
And that's already the first boss. If you don't see a Wayne in front of you right now, then you're in the wrong voice chat. If so, please jump down to the other voice chat. So for those people that are new, this boss only has one major mechanic. He will either be fire or ice, and then he will spawn some spears that will also either be fire or ice. And depending on his element, you want to be on the different element he is on. For example, if Owain is fire element, then you want to be on the ice spear. But everything like this will be called out, so you don't need to be scared of this. This is actually pretty easy. So we're just waiting for the other group to get ready, and then
I'll
we can
go
go.
take a peek.
Yes, do that.
Hi everyone, if you're ready.
Yes, we are.
Okay, let's start in countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you.
Bye. Every range can limit break at 4 seconds in the countdown. We can limit break now. And let's go. The first attack will be a tank buster. This is a raid white. He will spawn the spears, and afterwards we'll change his element. He's ice, so we want to go to a fire spear. And we can go back to the boss. Against the tank buster again. Raid white. And we switch his elements again, so we want to go to an ice spear. That's the tank buster. And that's a win.
Nice.
Don't run too far after the first couple of steps, because there will be a trap that if you step into it will insta-kill you, so we just let the trapper run first. Okay, we can safely pass now. And I want to keep walking on the left side of the room, because there are mobs in it and we don't want to aggro them. And there will also be a treasure chest that everyone has to pick up because it is individual loot.
Talk has been pulled. Oh, Tom has it.
Welcome back. Actually wonder, does she always have that range when you want to go to the treasure that she always pulls?
I don't think so.
And that happens the last couple of runs all the time. That's why I'm just
Yeah, she
asking.
wanders a bit.
All right, make sure to pick up the chest.
Spirit's been pulled. Sleep the centaur when he does preserve.
Sleeping, thank you.
Yes.
Nice.
Death L on point again today, holy.
Be careful not to step in any traps. sleep his berserk.
That was fast.
Don't forget to pick up the chest in this room if you still haven't. It's individual loot, so if you don't interact with it, you won't get the loot. Alright, Raiden. So first of all, while I'm doing the explanations, make sure that your party leaders put the marks down. A should be behind the boss, B should be to the right, C should be where we are right now, and D should be to the left. These are really important for callouts later, so just make sure that they're up before we start. Raiden will start with a raid-wide AoE, so you can start with applying shields, and he will also, of course, do a tank buster called Shingun. His main sort of mechanic is when well, first he will do like a very useless attack on the edges of the arena, but then we have to move back to C where we will bait his jump basically. And there at C we wait for him to jump, and then we go for in his hitbox for the whirling Zantasuken attack. If you need protect, you can also yell. Maybe someone has from other groups, so just stand behind so they can see you. All right, so after that attack, his sort of main attack is that he will disappear from the arena and he will either appear at B or D. We have to be in the middle for this part because we'll bait AoEs that he will drop on random people, and if we're stacked together in the middle, they will all drop in the middle and we can easily avoid them. And then he will cleave one side of the arena. It will be either A side or C side. So of course we have to go to the other side, and I'm gonna call out run to A or run to C. So make sure that you're facing either A or C so that you know where you're running. Basically, we are running away from his shining sword, just in case if you want to look at Raiden for that part. After that, he will cast 6 AoEs on random people that have to be spread on the edges of the arena. The rest of the people can be in the middle, and these AoEs will become spears that we have to kill, which is a small DPS check basically. After that, he will be casting exaflares from one of the edges of the arena, so we'll move to one of the marks that are set on the arena. We're moving together, and after that we are avoiding small AoEs and breaking the tethers that some people will get. If you get the tether, make sure to move away from each other a little bit to break them, but also avoid the exaflares that are still going around the arena. And he will also cast Whirling Zantasuken then, so make sure that you are close enough still so that you can run back into his hitbox. He's probably going to die soon after that, but if not, he'll repeat exaflares again, and then he will do opposite of Whirling Zantasuken, where we all have to go far away from him again. Are there any questions at this point? There will also be, after the ads, there will also be like what we call a sneaky puddle, a red AoE on the floor that we have to move away from. So as soon as you see something under you, just make sure to move away from it as fast as possible. All right, can we do ready checks? You can start applying the braveries if you have them.
Martyr 3 is ready.
Okay.
Logos 2 is ready.
Logos 3 is ready.
Okay.
Magia 2 is ready.
All right, and Magia 1?
I think
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I'm starting the countdown then. You can move a little bit to the front because, stay in max range. Of course, do limit breaks at -4. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Limit break. 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. He'll start with the raid wide, so make sure to apply your shields already. This is a tank buster. There is still one mechanic to go in between when we have to move, but if you're a ranged or healer, you can already move to the max range, back towards C. If you're melee, you can still stay. I'm gonna call out where you should move. Alright, you can start moving. Okay, go now. So when he jumps, go in his hitbox. Alright, under his hitbox. Nice, and now we're going to the middle. So stack together in the very middle. The closer we are, the closer we'll arrange the AoEs. So we'll move to either A or C. It will be A, go to A, move, move, move. If you died and raised, pop your remembered. Stay around the middle. There is a raid wide coming. Make sure to pop your potions if you have them. Alright, so now if you get the AoEs, move them to the edges of the arena, but not close to one another. Okay, strike down the ads, the spears. Alright, good job. Go to the middle. There will be a puddle under us that we need to avoid soon. After the raid wide. Go, go, go. Move, move, move. Alright, so first exoflares are going to happen right now. So we are gonna move to C. Move to C. And then to the position where the first one was, here. A little bit to the right. Alright, so let's just kill it.
Nice
Oh,
DPS.
that was
Well, our
actually fast as
DPS
fuck.
is really nice. That's really nice, especially for a newbie run. We do have some casualties. It's alright, don't worry. For that attack, when he's going away from the arena, it's sometimes, sometimes it kills you if, for example, like now I hesitated for maybe half a second and didn't call it out immediately, so maybe that reaction killed you. You can always run towards Raiden first. So whichever side it is, you can always like move immediately towards Raiden, because that way you will definitely avoid the middle AoE puddle, and you still have a few seconds to actually move to left or right once you actually figure out where everyone is running. So that's a good advice maybe for the future if you're not sure where to go.
You can even run completely in the wrong direction and you'll have to take
Yeah.
time to get back.
Yep. True, as long as you move from the middle fast enough, you'll be good. There is also a chest at B, so make sure to pick it up. It's again individual loot. If you don't take it, you will not get the loot. So don't forget it. If you died, make sure to pop your remembered back up. Now we have a little bit of time to clear out these hallways. If you've been to our fragment runs, you've seen a little bit more to go, but then we'll reach the new part of the dungeon. I'll try. I think I actually missed the Raiden chest last time and not AV chest, but I'm not sure. Either way, it was 6.
What are those death elves? Hell yeah.
All right, there's a trap, so make sure that it's found first. All right, there is a trap. Pick up the chest at this end of the wall. Yeah, don't do a size or dances here if you have them. Thank you, Crazy, for reminding me. You can.
I was actually about to say that.
Oh, thanks. feel free to add the stuff. The more I do this, I'm less nervous, but I'm also more eager to forget stuff.
Less precise.
Yeah, the sprite has been pulled, so careful. Make sure to be popping refresh for your group, because there are many. Right, yeah, don't do a size here because you might pull something from the other room. Do we still have healers that are sacking?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh Jesus!
The treasure is in the lightning room.
All right,
Nice.
so we'll go back there later. Yeah, especially if you don't have too many sacks, then that's definitely what's going to happen. All right, let's go to lightning room for a treasure. So also just gonna mention that since it doesn't seem like any other Discord is organizing a run this weekend, I'm gonna try to organize a clear run tomorrow. So you'll be free to enter that if you've seen all of Ozma's mechanics, or of course if you cleared it before. So that's pretty much it. There won't be any explanations. So I'm counting on also the honesty of people who are applying, that they know how to deal with Ozma.
The porter is not in this room.
All right.
I love how this part can sometimes take like, I don't know, 1-2 minutes. Sometimes
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Forever. Yeah.
Fucking hate that.
Okay, let's. Are there any more traps here? No?
No.
Only one in this room.
Okay, take the chest in the lightning room.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
let me see here.
even with the last clear run, our DPS was really nice. The only we had a bit of a bad luck with that thing, and what happened was something that I never even mentioned in the explanations. Now I started, but yeah, what happened was that one person wanted to actually save their group because they went to the same direction with their meteor, so they jumped off, and the meteor appeared on the first platform, so it actually wiped the first platform. And then we had too few people who were supposed to stand on the right.
Porter is not here.
Yeah.
I'm reconnecting. I got TC from the server.
Okay,
Okay.
that's all right. You're alive and well in the hallway alone. But yeah, anyway, that was really just kind of a bad luck as well, and I'm pretty sure that we have a group that can clear this
One day.
one day. It would be nice to do it tomorrow, like just before the patch, so we can maybe,
Never
The
do it
porter
again.
isn't here.
yeah.
So it's in the very last room we didn't visit yet.
No.
Well, apparently the echo buff doesn't apply to BA.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. It still should be challenging, and I think it's all right.
And before you can get the Osma mount in the next Moogle treasure trove.
Need to find time to try soloing Pazuzu before the echo's added.
I believe someone still does have protect, but we don't need. After the next set of rooms, only tanks need protect, and nobody else needs it. Only shell is needed from now on because of the magic damage.
There it is.
Portal is here? Okay, great. Alright, so if you picked up the chest in lightning room, you can go to wind room now, and there is a portal to step in. When you go through the portal, there will also be another chest on the right, so you can go and pick it up. For everyone who was in our fragment runs so far. Oh, nice! You got a cloth. That's beautiful. This is a new part of the dungeon for the fragment runners. All right, so we still have some ads to take care of. I'm actually really happy with our DPS today, considering that we actually have a lot of new people, and I'm happy that a lot of new people got to 60 this week and they can join us. Seems like these runs are going to be alive for a while. Yeah, there will indeed be a toilet break soon, so don't go AFK yet. You'll have about 10 minutes break once we clear these rooms.
SA, do you know how many cryptic seeds you need for one item?
Two.
2? Okay.
2 cryptic seals or
And
3
that's for
Damascus
melees, right?
Yes, that's for
Okay.
tanks and melees, and for healers and ranged are 3 cloths.
Okay.
Healers and casters, physical range use the cryptic seals.
Yeah, just magical.
Oh,
use
yeah,
of
right.
cloths. Thank you for the clarification.
Just making sure I don't tell other people otherwise.
I mean, we're safe, but Lord knows where that trap is.
Maybe somewhere to the right, so don't go to the right.
Don't worry, Jesus will protect us.
Okay,
The
we
left
have-
hand side, Amanda.
Exactly right.
All right, so when all the traps are found, we're gonna be ready for the next phase. All right, so when you open up the map, you see there are 6 runes here, 3 on top and 3 on bottom. The Magia groups will be taking the top ones, going from left to right. It's Magia 1, Magia 2, Magia 3. And then Logos groups take the south ones, going from left to right again. Logos 1, Logos 2, Logos 3. You can stand in front of your room for now until we confirm that all of the traps have been found.
They all have found already.
Okay, that's great.
Alright, we need a tank for our room.
All right, so one of the tanks from Logos 3 should join Magia 2 because
Okay.
they are missing a tank for now.
I'll take that. Is
Uh,
there
one
someone
of-
from, am I swapping from someone from 2, or are they actually
I think you don't need to. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's needed, but you can swap 1 DPS for a tank just for this
It's
part.
just convenient for targeting, really.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then...
Okay, so Myth
Okay,
will swap.
yeah, Myth will swap them.
Myth, if you want, you can stay in the other group. I mean, it's technically we would do the same thing for Ozma as well, but now it's not important anymore that you're on the Owain side since you're not since you're a trapper like
yeah.
together. Yeah.
I need party leader in Magia too.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't have party leader.
Yeah, Taishala is a party leader for Logos 3, so Myth, if you're gonna stay, you're gonna have to take that role as well. If Taishala is okay with it, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be quiet. Jacoby can invite Unless
Do
they
any
change it.
tanks need protection? Protector shell.
Zal has shell, doesn't need
Then
protect.
I might as well take them while I'm out
Our
here.
tank still needs protect.
Mm-hmm. That's true, yes. I always forget to mention food, but if you have any, even some older food from Heavensward or beginning of Stormblood, since it's all synced to eye level 300, it's gonna be good. Right. Does everybody have now protect and stuff?
I think so.
Protect and stuff. Okay. You can enter your room and go to the left side, for example. Don't stay near the tank. Here, we will be clearing these rooms separately, so every tank will take aggro from the mobs that will appear. There will be 2 mobs, and you need to make sure that your tank grabs aggro first. And this will also summon a support fate outside. After we clear out the rooms, we have designated people who need to go out. So make sure to, not leave if you're not one of those designated people. I will call out who those people are just in case. Okay, let's do some ready checks and then we will stay in portals. Logos 1 is ready.
Magia 3 is ready.
Magia 2 is ready.
Magia 1 is ready.
Logos 2 is ready.
Okay, everyone is then ready. Tanks, you can stay in blue portals. Don't stay in the trap though, unless you can eat it.
Make sure the tanks take the aggro first before attacking any of the ants.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, they will spawn soon, but make sure that the tank grabs both of them and we'll focus one of them first. In my room, these Kalkas do long conal AoE, so stay close to them so you can avoid them easily.
Yay, the small group is first.
Of course. Doesn't seem like we have any deaths. Alright, Logos 1 is also ready. Okay, so
Magia 2 is ready.
Magia 3 is also ready. Yeah, we're all done.
okay, so people who are going outside who will use return are Taishelo, Lentokala, Sigward, Crazy, Myth, and Kiwi. There are 2 more spots for DPS. If anyone wants to do this, please DM me and I will call you out. Don't return before I do so because you might lose your spot in the run. Participating in support will give you 30 crystals. Okay, so I have 2 participants. It'll be Lear and Egg. You 2 can use return and leave your party at the moment. You will all make another party outside, and Kiwi will probably invite you if I'm not mistaken.
What?
And invite people in the base, please. Thank you.
I've already been inviting.
All right. Okay. Okay. Great. Taishala then. So. I will re-invite you back, if needed, make sure to just have a dispel for the support fate, and also tank, please bring fate back with you just for AV. And the rest of us will stay inside. You guys from support, if you want, you can drop down to Logos voice chat so you can easily communicate callouts and whatnot. We still have one short hallway to clear.
Remember to sleep it, otherwise it might die.
Nice job.
All right, so I believe this is it. Okay, so we now basically have to wait for the support fate to be over. If they clear it, which will hopefully happen, we can then proceed to AV. Currently, he has a buff on him that makes him invincible. So we're gonna have a bit of a break. You can take from 5 to 10 minutes break. Make sure to either keep moving here or there, or just enter HUD layout, because that will also make sure that you don't get kicked out of duty. But do please come back in 10 minutes, because we'll be doing explanations and people will be back till then. So yeah, we're gonna continue at that point. So take a break for now. They cleared it, yay.
Just as a reminder, make sure you move once in a while unless you have the hut open.
Alright, so we actually need 2 tanks to tank the ads here in Ozma. In AV, I mean. If that's going to be a role. I'm pretty sure with elemental gear you can take them even with the martialist. But Guardian is definitely useful at Ozma because of the orbs as an off tank. We don't need any more protect from this point on, just shell.
If you need shell, go to the sides, please.
Yes, go to the fence where Bella is. That's true, though. Considering how much DPS we had so far, I don't think we'll have issues with AV. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Support is still down there. I'm gonna see which phase they are.
Hello again.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, welcome
Hello.
back.
Welcome
Good
back.
job. Okay, so I need to re-invite some people. Right, so if you and Taishala are both fine with it, you could be group Logos 3 myth, and Taishala can go to Magia 2 as a tank. Okay, so whoever is leader in Logos 3, you can invite Myth. He's going to be your new leader.
Right, it's not the thing I meant to go back up to. There we go.
And Magia 2 is... Alright, great. Magia 2 pick up Taishala. He's
I
there.
got Lentokala.
Alright, good. And Siegward also needs to be picked up by Logos 3. I don't know who has lead in Logos 3 at the moment. Gonna check. It's Ren, I believe. So Ren, if you can invite Myth and Siegward back to your group. Okay, as long as you see the message. Alright, when they're back in the group, let's do ready checks so that I know that everyone is here, and then we can start explanations.
Magia 2 is ready.
Logos 2 is ready.
So Myth Axe, you need to invite for Logos 3. They're swapped. So he just yelled something, and he's on the front left of IUV.
Magia 1 is ready.
Imagine freeze ready.
Party members, remember to put markers for AV down.
Give me a minute then. Hold on. I need to. We got that solo monitor life trying to put markers down for the first time.
Same here.
It's okay. Our markers are relatively easy, pretty much the same. Logos one is still not ready though, but Zal and Lear are missing. They both know the fight, so I'm going to start explanations. Alright, so marks are A behind AV, B to the left, C where we are, D to the left. Did I say B to the left, B to the right? And then put 1 and 2 on like left and right from AV, 1 to the left and 2 to the right, so that you always know how to position for behind AV. So basically, AV has this mechanic that he likes doing in many different ways, and it involves his stance, which will either be light or dark. Whenever he casts Eidos, he will be changing his stance, so you can pay attention to his bracelets and his general aura, if it's light or dark. You always want to go to the opposite color, that's the general rule. But there are 3 different mechanics that he will do by utilizing this stance. First of all, he'll summon the puddles on the arena that will double in size after a few seconds. So you want to move away from the puddles of his aura. So if his aura is light and he summons light and dark puddles, you want to get close to the dark puddles, but not inside them, just close to them, and away from the light puddles at the same time, because those light puddles will double in size and will kill you if you get hit. The second mechanic is called Impact Stream. And Impact Stream will basically cover one half of the arena with light and one half of the arena with dark. So, of course, you have to stand in the color that's opposite from his stance. This, as a healer, you want to treat as a Raidwad because it will still deal damage even if you're standing in the correct side. And at some points, he will be doing triple this attack, triple impact stream and double impact stream, so be prepared to move quickly and use potions as well at that time, because it will hurt a lot. There is also a mechanic called Turbulent Ether, where 4 people will get connected to light orbs and 4 will get connected to dark orbs, so altogether 8 people. And there will also be 8 little puddles around the arena, 4 of them light and 4 of them dark. Naturally, you want to, if you are the one who's connected to any of the orbs, you want to move to the opposite puddle. So if you're connected to the light orb, go to the dark puddle. Important thing is that these orbs are following you around, and if they reach you, they will explode. And unless you're standing in the correct puddle, you will explode pretty widely around you and might kill someone. So whenever you get this tether, you want to first wait for like a little bit, just because he will also cast Medusa Javelin, which is a conal at AoE that covers about a quarter of the arena. So you want to wait for that to first appear so that you can not get caught in it, because if you get caught in it, you'll get petrified. And then you move to the edges of the arena and look for a puddle in which you're stand. As I said, there are 8 puddles and 8 players with the orbs, so naturally you want to stay 1 person per puddle. If you try to stay with another person, you're most likely going to kill both of you, so don't do that. That's it for the mechanics that utilize his stances. There will also be ads that we need to kill. They will appear on 1 and 2, and I'm soon going to ask for 2 tanks that will volunteer to take these. There will also be, as I mentioned, Medusa Javelin, which is a conal AoE. So normally, whenever we are going away from AV for any of the mechanics, whether it's puddles or proximity, usually right away you want to run back to AV, because he'll most likely be doing Medusa Javelin, and closer you are, it will be easier to avoid the actual conal AoE. There will be a proximity AoE called Explosive Impulse, and Tank Buster in this fight is a conal AoE, so you want to stay away from Tank. So Tank will always go to the side where A is. So make sure that C is always behind you. And that means that you're on the right side. And if you just dealt with your orbs, there is a high chance that when you're going back to the group that there will be a tank buster going on at the same time. So try not to get caught in it. And there will also be raid wide called Meteor. Sometimes it will be 2 meteors in a row, which is when you might want to use your Urican potions also to help out, but I do suggest using them mainly for triple impact stream. All right, so are there any questions at this point? We do need 2 tanks to apply one. So we have Tom who's main tanking. Do we have 2 volunteers that will pick up ads on 1 and 2?
I'll take one.
All right, you'll take the one on south then. Who will take the one on north? Okay, Zal will take the one on north. It's not complicated. Whenever he starts casting Call Wyvern, make sure that you go to your mark. For Zal, it's 2. For Tashello, it's 1. And pick up your ad. We need to kill them before they basically explode. They also have a little enrage. I received also a question for the lights, for the orbs. So you can drag your orb through other players, but it's mandatory that you get them out of the middle as soon as possible, just in case they actually reach you and explode. You want to be away from people, because if they do explode on you, you will damage everyone around you, but they will not get triggered if someone passes through other than you. All right. So do the ready checks, please, for your party. Make sure to pop some food, as Naoko said. Thank you for the reminder.
Magic free ready.
Matcha 1 ready.
Logos 2 is ready.
Okay, Logos 1 is ready.
Magier 2 still waiting for someone. Someone who Magier 2 is AFK.
Okay, please ask them in party chat. Maybe they didn't see the ready check.
Okay, Magier 2 is ready.
All right, I believe that's everyone. If I didn't miss someone. Okay, so if you have braveries, make sure to apply them. I forgot to mention, from now on, you don't need any more logograms that you use for ads, such as Death L. You can use your most offensive things that you have, but it's even going to be more important for Ozma, so make
Just
sure your element is in ice, but you can also be in Magia Auto, because the ads will be in a different element, so it's good to have your wheel spin automatically for that.
yeah, that's what I just wanted to say.
Thanks. I did want to say one more thing, but I forgot. All right, so never mind. Oh yeah. So please, if you have dots and stuff like that, please just give a little, like a 10 seconds of time at the beginning of the fight for tanks who have feint to put feint on AV, because he's a wind mob. He will, we all have remembered, and it will help a lot. But still, it's good to have feint on him.
It'll be up in the first second.
Yeah. Okay. So if it isn't, there is a. I'm saying this because there is just a limited number of debuffs that could go on each boss. So if we kind of miss this little window, we might not get feint up on him at all. So, all right. So I'm starting the countdowns.
Eat food if
20
you want to.
seconds. 15. 10. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, LBs, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go. Make sure to stay behind AV at all times. This is a raid-wide AoE. Okay, he's changing his stance. Now we're gonna just move away from these light puddles. They will be the only ones. It's a tutorial mechanic. Move away from them, and you can see how far they will actually expand. Okay, go back to the boss. There will be a Medusa Javelin. You need to avoid this. If you get hit, you get petrified. Again, he's changing his stance. This will be an impact stream. His light, so go to the dark. Go to dark side. This is a raid wide, basically. Remember to stay behind the boss. This is a tank buster. Okay, he's changing his stance. These are going to be the puddles. We have to move away from the light, go close to the dark puddles. We have to move to the right side of the arena here. A little bit horrible layout, to be fair. Okay, go back to the boss. Meteor is a raid-wide damage. There will be a double, I believe, so keep on healing. Alright, so first orbs are coming up. Make sure that just to notice if you have a tether, wait close to him because there will be a Medusa Javelin. Now you can move to outside of edges and wait for a Javelin to resolve. Stand in the opposite puddle. Just stand in the opposite puddle and until your orb explodes, move away to the edges of the arena as soon as you can. Good job, everyone. There is a raid wide. Don't forget to stay away from tank. If you died, pop remembered, another raid wide. Okay, go to the middle. Now, shields up. This will be triple impact stream. It is highly important. Okay, go light first. Go light again. And now dark, go dark. Keep on healing, pop your potions. There will be a proximity after this. Move away from the middle. And right after this, we want to go back to AV because he will do a Medusa Javelin again. So avoid it. Stay behind the boss. He'll do the ads soon, so tanks make sure to prepare. There is a tank buster going on. Don't forget to feint. There's a meteor again, raid wide damage, heal up. Alright, so ads are coming. Make sure that tanks pick up the aggro first. And then we can kill the one-on-one first. Just focus one first. Do the orbs at the same time. Medusa Javelin is going off. First avoid that. If you don't have a tether, kill the ads, stay close to the boss. If you have the tether, now resolve it, go to the opposite orb. There's a tank buster going on, stay away from the tank. Good job with the tethers. Meteor, raid wide damage, heal up, shield. Pop potions. He's changing his stance. This will be puddles. Move away from light. Stay close to dark. Again, we have to go to the weird spot again. Stay close to dark. Don't be inside. Move away from the proximity. Pop potions if you have them. And go back to the boss. There will be double impact stream. Go dark, dark, dark. And after this, go light, go light. This is still a raid-wide damage, so keep on healing. If you died, pop remember to back up. If you have healer limit break 3 and dead people, you can use it. Move away from Javelin. raid wide, but he's dead. Good job, everybody. Good job. We have some casualties and we did have some deaths, but I'm pretty sure it is the lack of gear and just in my group specifically lack of shields. But it is what it is. I'm really happy with you guys. Our DPS was nice and you sorted out the orbs very nicely. This is very nice. Thank you.
You
Okay.
do not jump on the stairs, else you can bug out and die. So
Yes, don't do that.
don't do that.
There's just a couple of ads that we need to take care of. Don't jump on the stairs. Take your loot that is on B. We still have a few casualties we need to get up. So if you're a healer with a sacrifice, stay in AV Arena until you sort that out. All right, we have enough time and only one boss to go off. The one boss that has 10 minutes and 30 seconds in rage. So we have a lot of time for explanations and everything. Don't jump down yet to the arena. You will jump down later, much later when I tell you, because we don't want any accidental pulls. If you bug out, you die, yes. That's not very nice. All right, so the doors are open, but do not jump down. If you touch that blue portal, I'm going to strangle you. Thank you. All right, so we will be doing explanations now. A lot of you already know how to do this, but please try to stay focused for a little while and do ask questions if you don't understand anything, because it's really important here that you do some mechanics correctly. First of all, because you can wipe the group in many ways, and also because if you die in this fight, you will most likely get teleported out of the arena to the beginning of Hydatos, which means that you won't get achievement even if we manage to clear it. So try to stay focused for these explanations. All right. I'm just gonna open the visual guide so I don't forget anything. So Ozma, as you can see in front of you, currently it's an orb shape, but it does have 3 more shapes that it will be changing into, and every shape has specifics that we need to keep in mind at first and for later mechanics as well. While I'm doing the explanations, your party leaders can set up marks. They should be done exactly like in the picture, so make sure that the mark that is on the main platform is in back left corner, and that the mark that is on the ring is on the blue little platform. And also please mark all of the 3 arenas, simply because if by any chance someone dies by jumping off the arena, note that they will appear not on their arena specifically, but on the main arena in front of us, on the one marked with A. So they want to be sure to return to their own party. All right, so during orb phase, basically it will only be doing large damage to the main tank, so keep on healing your main tank. Your main tank will always be situated on the front left side of the arena, while everyone else is on the right side. And whenever I'm calling out the sides in this fight, make sure to always know that it's right side I'm referring to, unless you're the main tank. And that's the only ever reason that you would go to the left side, and they, I'm pretty sure, know what to do, but I'm going to repeat later. But for everyone else, whenever I say go to the sides, go to the right side. So the group is always staying to the right, and basically when it's changing to orb phase, we have to be standing in these little blue spirally portals, at least one person in each, otherwise we will get kicked out of the arena. We usually have Magia groups stay on the main platform, and Logos groups go to the left side. Of course, the platforms are called 1, 2, and 3, anti-clockwise, because to the right, everything in this fight is to the right. Logos 1 and Magia 1 are platform A, Magia 2 and Logos 2 are on platform B, and Logos 3 and Magia 3 are on platform C. Magia tanks will be main tanks, and Logos tanks will be off tanks for the mechanics that I'm explaining. Make sure to move a little bit, by the way. Just jump a little bit in place so that you don't get kicked during my super interesting explanations. Right, so that's the orb shape. Basically, we want to just stay on the portals, not get kicked, go back, and heal the main tank. All right, next, and always the first shape that we're going to see other than the orb will be the star shape, or the spiky boy. The spiky boy means that he will like hurt if you touch it, so you have to go away. That's how you're gonna remember, hopefully. So move away from the spiky boy. If you are behind the blue portal, you'll be safe. But if you see, so I'm going to jump down just to show you this, but do not follow me because I will kick you. All right. I won't kick you, but please don't jump. So you see this line over here? If you stand behind this line, and there is also the same kind of line in front, you'll be safe for both the star shape and the cube shapes, so whatever they happen. So make sure that you're just behind this line, okay? I'm gonna just stand here to show it. All right, so the star shape, first we move back together, and then once it does its thing, we have to, of course, go back to the front of the arena where our usual space is. And we are doing this together because during the star shape there is there's like ranged sort of AoE damage going off. Basically it will be hitting one random player, and if he's stacked with a group he will share this damage with others. If he's all alone he will die. So don't use your gap closers, your corpses or stuff like that to get back soon. You basically want to stay together with your group as you're returning. Yes, AoE auto attacks. So we're stacking together, and in star shape, the main tank can also stack with the remainder of the group. There will also be a knockback from blue portals on each main platform. And basically, so you see this line from me to Ozma, you either want to get knocked to Ozma in 90% of the cases, or to the back here. So you always want to stay on this like line. You never want to go to left or right of the portal, and you don't want to stay in the blue portal because you will get knocked in a random direction, which means that you can get knocked off the arena. And if you get knocked off the arena, you die. Your dead body or alive will appear here by the A marker. So just stand on like the northern or southern edge of this blue platform for the knockback. The knockback in the first phase will just be alone, but later on it can appear in conjunction with other things when you just try to listen to the callouts calmly and try to get knocked to the right direction. During the star shape, there can also be meteors, but they will appear as well in the pyramid, which I'm going to explain last because it's most complicated. Next shape that could happen is the cube. Cube means go close. So it's opposite from the spiky boy. The cube is safe, you want to go close to it. So again, you can use this as an example to how close you want to be. If it's Ozma Shade at the back of the arena, you want to be behind this line. If it's Ozma, big Ozma, you want to stand behind the frontal line here. All right, so in the cube shape, off tanks have a very important role, and that is to go to the right side of the ring, to the right ring, and pick up, basically soak the damage from two orbs that will be kind of floating around. Stuff like Home Gang doesn't work on these, but you can use any other kind of defensive buffs. And Guardian is also really good to have here if you're an off tank as well. Make sure to explode this away from the group. So as soon as the cube appears and its first mechanic of staying close resolves, you as an off tank want to go to the ring and deal with it. As a main tank, you'll have to stay on your frontal left position where you will be taking laser damage, and everyone else shouldn't stay close to main tank because they will get damaged by it as well. During cube, there will also be a holy attack, which is a small, tiny knockback. It basically gets you knocked like from here to here. It's very small ranged, But if you're very close to the edge of the arena, you will fall down. So whenever you see Holy cast, make sure that you don't get knocked back into the abyss. And lastly, but definitely not least, is the pyramid shape. If it's changing its form to pyramid, we want to go to the sides. And remember which side I said that we should go to the right side. This is the only time where main tanks actually want to go to the left, simply because it's closer to them and they can delay their movement a little bit so that they still get all of the auto attacks by Ozma, because otherwise it will just auto attack someone random and kill them most likely. The rest of the group goes to the right side of the ring, waits for the big AoEs to the main platforms to appear, and then we can go back to Ozma. There would be meteors, acceleration bombs, and a stack marker, as well as the bleeds in this phase. I'm gonna go over bleeds first. So we usually have one person to bait this, since it's baitable. So if you're far away from Ozma, you will get the bleeds, the stacking bleeds, and then you usually have either a healer or a bard, because they can Asuna themselves and remove these bleeds. But it can be anyone else. We'll ask for volunteers. Just make sure that this person needs to be Asuna'd as fast as possible. It's just basically standing on the back of the arena, getting this and removing it from yourself. All right. We have one person on the platform A who would want to do it as a bard. That's nice. Okay, northwest, that is platform 3. And is there anyone in Magyar Logos 2 who would bait this for the B platform? Northeast. I will shout it, yeah. And bards can clear themselves. They have the little attack. That's a pyramid. Sort of start, yes, at the beginning of the pyramid. All right. So acceleration bomb is an attack that will put a debuff on you that is pinned in the BA chat. Yes, it's the only thing that's pinned so far by Badger. You can see it in the BA chat. There is a little picture how it looks like. When we call out acceleration bombs, please, 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 please check your debuffs. Make sure that you do not have this on you. And if you do, you want to stop moving, stop casting, sheath your weapon, and wait for it to go off. So yeah, the shields can save you if this blows off. If you're moving or casting anything, this bomb will explode on your group. Shields, as I said, can save you, but it's really not something that we recommend. If you don't have a shield healer in your group, you will definitely die if you don't stop moving. So please, if we call out acceleration bomb, it's your personal responsibility to notice this. There is also a timer in your debuff bar, so you can see how many seconds you exactly have, but please stop moving like 5 seconds before it goes off, just in case server ticks don't like you. Meteors. Meteors are super important, and they usually kill the group, so please pay attention now. If you didn't pay attention so far, pay attention now. Like, now. Is everyone paying attention? Everyone is paying attention. Okay. If you kill us with meteors, I'll know you were paying attention. Okay. So meteor 1 needs to go to the back left of the arena. See where I'm standing? Every arena has a marker there. If you get a meteor, you can put it here. The other meteor, there will be 2 on each arena, needs to go to the right side on the little blue platform. So this is something that we cannot arrange beforehand. It will go to random people. So make sure to try to run to the mark that is closer to you. Try to see where the other person is. And if they're already running to one mark, just turn around and go to another. You must not both commit to the same one, because you will basically wipe the group with this. If the main tank gets this, so we usually have main tanks go to this arena because they can't really go to any other place. So if you see main tank with this, and it's not hard to see because they are, front left outside of the group, make sure that you, as the other person, goes to the ring. As we had this happen last time, I mentioned it in Ozma class and recently before. Again, please do not jump off with your meteor for any reason, because you will appear on the first arena here and you will basically drop either a third meteor or a second one here if you jumped from this platform in the first place. It's not a hard mechanic. If you once you drop the meteor in place, it will become a proximity marker. You want to get back to the group. The ads will appear on these places. So off tank wants to grab the ads. People need to take them down because they will explode at some point if they are not killed fast enough. And also, meteor can happen together with a lot of other mechanics, such as knockback during star shape or acceleration bomb during pyramid. Meteor always goes first. You always have enough time to do the meteor first. If you get acceleration bomb, you can check in your timers. There will be like a number of seconds that you still have off. I checked this later after our last run, and you have time to put meteor on the side, prioritize meteor, and you can pop sprint to go back to your group and then stop moving. If you are not sure that you can do that, it is better that you stay on the meteor side and away from your group, but it will most likely be a sacrifice for you. So I would suggest sprinting back to the group and then stopping. Okay, good. Holy, yes, I mentioned it. I'll mention it again. During the cube, there will be Holy, which is a small knockback from Ozma. You just have to kind of not stand on the edge of the arena so that you don't get knocked off. As I mentioned, if you do die by getting knocked off the arena or by jumping off the arena, you will appear on this main platform here, no matter which group you are in. So you might want to go back to your group. Are there any questions? Did anyone fall asleep yet?
Yep.
All right. Our DPS is good. In Ozma, we can be a little spare on it. It's not too difficult to kill it DPS-wise. It's usually mechanics like Meteor and Acceleration Bomb that kill the group. So if you can focus for the next 10 minutes and try to just focus on the mechanics, especially if you are new here, play safe, yes. It's better to play safe, which is also an answer to my question in the party chat. You can take Ordained. Normally in a clear run, we want to go full offensive here to get it done as soon as possible. But yeah, if you're new here, if you don't have any elemental gear, you definitely can pick up something more defensive. Stuff like Plate Bearer won't help you. Don't let me see you with that. If you get hit by anything, you will still die. But stuff like defensive can help you. All right. So let's do ready checks. We will start by when everyone is ready, we will jump down and then every group will go to their orb platform just to make sure that everyone knows where to go. And please do not target Ozma. Don't focus target it yet. Don't touch it. Don't go near it. Because if we pull it, it won't be good.
Magia 1
is
is ready.
Magia 3 is ready.
Logos 2 is ready.
Okay.
Do not cut corners or you might fall down.
Yes.
And
we
one
have
falls down.
someone who fell off. Right. So my group can come to this side. So if you're in Logos, you want to start now on the ring to the left, to the right side. Jesus Christ, to the right side of your platform. This is where we will go for orb phase. Make sure that there is always at least one person. If you're afraid that you won't make it to the right side, you can stay on the main platform one, but make sure that there's always one person on every platform because otherwise we will all get kicked to Hydatos. Exactly, Magias can go to Earth Element for DPS and to Lightning for defense. Okay, go back to the main platforms now. If you died at any point near past, you can pop remembered if you don't have it up. If you have braveries, this is the time where you can apply them to your party. Magia Auto is not really necessary for this fight because it doesn't change the element at any point, but it's also not wrong to have it. Yes, please use food. This vitality will help you. All right. One last round of ready checks, and you don't have to tell me if you're ready, just tell me if someone isn't ready. I'm going to start countdown really soon. Pop food if you have to. If you have less than 10 minutes, you can pop it. All right. Starting countdown. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Limit break. 3. 2. 1. Go, go, go. Alright, so remember to heal the main tank here. He's taking significant damage. And you can stay in max melee range because soon we'll have to go back to the arena. You don't have to stay too close. As soon as it starts changing form, it's a star. Go back, go back, go back. This is the only one we know for sure. Go back together after it goes off, together as a group. Don't jump too soon because you might get kicked with his attack, splashing damage. Here we can all stack together. Make sure to heal all the time and apply shields if you can. Get knocked to Ozma. Not in the blue, not in the blue, because you get knocked to the random position and maybe off the arena as well. Stay stacked together. There will be orbs soon, so make sure that you're ready to move, but do not cut corners. You have enough time to move after it starts shifting. Okay, go to your orb platform. Go to your orb platform. Whichever one you went to first, don't change your mind. Okay, you can go back to the boss now. Stay in max melee range because there will be Ozma Shade happening now and maybe we have to move. Ozma Shade is... go to the side. Side. It's a pyramid. Okay, stay. Okay, we can go back to the front now. Again, stay in max melee range. There will also be another Ozma Shade, but this time in combo with the main Ozma. So we'll do with Ozma Shade first, and then main Ozma. This will be either back, front, or side. It is back. Go back. No, sorry. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Stay front. I might heal us now. Stay front and now sides. Sides. Go back in front. This is a pyramid. There will be acceleration bombs. Alir has one in my group, so please stop moving. Asuna. Deal with meteors. Try to Asuna the bleeds. Go back to the group. Use potions if you can. Take the ads off tanks. Ozma Shade is happening.
Focus the ads.
This is sides. Go to the sides. And yes, go to the sides and then go back front. Acceleration bombs are up again. If you have one, stop moving. Egg has one in my party. Please stop moving. Go to the orb state. Orb. Okay, we can go back to the boss. Ozma shades are happening. Go back. Now go back. Behind this line over here. And then we'll have to go front really soon. Go front, 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 run. Heal up. If you died, pop remembered. Tanks stay to the left side. There is damage going off. And off tanks, please pick up the orbs on the right side. There's also holy knockback. Knockback. Don't get knocked back off the arena. If you died and get kicked out, please stay in your party so we can have limit break. Ozma Shade is happening. Go to max melee range just in case we have to go back. There is, okay, sides. To the sides, there's holy, so stay to the front part of the sides. Front part so that you don't get knocked off. Alright, good job. Heal up. Orb. Go to the orb spots. Closer one you can get to. Okay, you can go back to Ozma. Ozma shades are happening. Stay in max melee range in case we need to move. Stay front, stay front. And then go back. So after the first one resolves, run back, and then go back together to Ozma. Together, because there is splashing damage going off. Meteors, resolve them. There will also be knockback, but first resolve meteors. Put your meteor, then come back to the group. Get back to the group. You can use Surecast for this as well, but wait for meteor damage and get knocked to the front. Get ads off tanks and kill these ads. If you see another platform getting multiple ads, try to pick them up and help them out with DPSing. There's Ozma Shades going off. So we'll have to move maybe. We'll have to get knocked to the back. Get knocked to the back, so stay with me. Okay. Alright, go back to Ozma now. It's together because it's still a star. We're still taking splashing damage. Orb phase. Go to your orb platform. If you died, please stay in your group. Go back in front of Ozma. Ozma shades are up. Stay in max melee range, just in case we need to move. Go to the back, go to the back. And then to the sides. Go to the sides. Alright, so acceleration bombs and bleeds are going to be happening again, as well as meteors. So if you get acceleration bomb, make sure to stop. Meteors, resolve them. Check if you have one. Help out with potions if you do not have enough healers in your group. Check if you maybe have an acceleration bomb. There are ads, we need to take these down. Make sure to pick them up. Try to, Ozma Shade is up. We're gonna do that. Stay in front, stay in front.
Platform 2 is wiped.
Alright, we are also... Okay. My whole group got up. Please pop remembered back. Go orb. Go orb. Do you need someone on platform 2? You do? Logos... Oh, no. we didn't have someone on the platform.
Acceleration bomb, then tornado.
Too bad.
I think it was mostly tornado.
Okay, so never do mage limit break in this fight. I failed to mention it because it's really blinding. I almost didn't see what that last shade was because of it. But it's all right. I failed to mention it, so that next time just make sure that you limit break only on a call out. We usually do that in a bit of a safe spot. I didn't even see how far we got. I know that it was under 30%. Can someone confirm? 28%. All right. Well, if you survived majority of this fight, you are eligible to apply for a clear run. I'm gonna do one tomorrow at 6 server time. I'm gonna make an announcement now, but make sure to apply in DMs. Don't tell me anything in game because I will maybe skip it and forget it. Tomorrow there won't be any explanations. They will only be callouts. I will do short Ozma explanations, but please, if there is anything unclear and you want to join, make sure to do some research on your own. There is a lot of personal responsibility in this fight. I believe we mostly showed that most people here may be ready for this, but please be honest to yourself and to the group and try to join if you really think you can do this, because as you can see, one misstep can actually wipe the whole group, so we don't want to do that. Right, I'm gonna make an announcement soon. Thank you really everyone for joining. This was a pretty good run, and I'm once again really sorry for that mess up. I had a blackout with that star shape at the back, and everyone on my platform really reacted fast. So thank you very much for that. It was completely wrong of me. All right, let me also make an announcement. For tomorrow, it's also, if you're joining, really important that you have a lot of offensive logograms so that we run through it as fast as possible. And that's pretty much it. If you still have any questions about Ozma, I'm also probably going to be available. And you can always ask in BA chat for questions. It's going to be at the same time as today, so 18 server time.
Okay, thanks for the run. I'm gonna take off now.
Yeah, same. All right. Thank you, everybody, and
Thanks for organizing.
it's always a pleasure. So yeah, see some of you tomorrow, hopefully, and there will probably be a fragment run on Monday. So keep an eye on the announcement chat. It's kind of busy these days, but yeah, if you'd want to, you can join that too. Okay, good night, everyone, and thank you.
All right.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Willst du Dings Run mitmachen? Clear Run? Gönn dir Nox. Das sah sehr gut aus. Ja, ja. Vor allem, es wird alles angesagt. Wieso?
Red Match bekommt wohl 6% mehr DPS.
Weil du super sein willst.
Gesundheit. Egal.